Let's take a field trip across Youngs Bay from Astoria High School to the mouth of the Lewis and Clark River. If we start underneath the Lewis and Clark Bridge, down in the intertidal so we're not on private property, we right away notice a giant old-growth stump very similar to the octopus in front of Astoria High School. But there's a lot more, so let's keep slogging through the mud. In the late 1800s, settlers in the area built these earthen dikes around the bay to keep the bay from getting into what they wanted to farm. So this structure that we're walking along was not here when these stumps were first growing. It's a good idea to pause the video right here and try to figure out what you're looking at. When you jump down off the bank and take a look at where the roots are, coincidental with the roots, you'll see this layer of what is apparently woody debris and peat. Peat is decaying plant matter. Upon closer inspection, you can see that the bottommost layer is mostly bits and pieces of broken branches and bark, interspersed with fir needles and spruce needles and leaf litter from the forest. By slicing away with the shovel, we can get a clearer image of the dark peat layer with mud beneath it. It turns out there's actually two such layers in this site. The first one from the most recent event, and then about a meter down, another layer almost identical to the first. Both layers follow the same pattern. There's a layer of broken pieces of bark and branches, and directly above that is a mixture of mud and sand. And sand does not belong here because sand normally is carried by high velocity currents. The only way sand could get here is if it was swept in here from the resulting tsunami that followed this event, in from the beach. Well, by now, you should have seen enough evidence to connect the 13 stumps in front of Astoria High School to these 100-plus stumps, to those up and down the Oregon-Washington coastlines that document ghost forests subducted 1 to 2 meters lower than they were when they were growing. First documented by Dr. Brian Atwater in the 1980s. Pretty amazing to think we got all this right here.